Yes, we've got it. Just like it said in the middle of the screen, we've got it. This is Monday Midday Meditation, and I'm sitting here giggling right now with my friend and co-host Sandra Blanchard
Hey, everybody.
about technology because I had a day of technology and it just said we got it. And so we do have it. Now I'm trying to figure out this other part that it says I can do. Oh, there it is. And there it is. And now we're side by side. Hey, I figured it out again today.
Yay.
Man, about a month ago, I wouldn't even been able to believe I could do this kind of stuff. Or was that a year ago? It's gone by so fast. So today is Monday, December 5th, 2022. We're right here in the Advent season, and we're talking about what we believe. And, Sandra and I never practice this, but I'm going to start off and saying, hi, Sandra.
Hi. How are you doing, Tim?
I'm doing great. What do you believe is going to happen today?
I believe we're going to be talking about the topic of believe as our daily word.
Well, very good. See, it's all what you believe is what comes forward, right?
Yes, and I like what you shared with me about what is believe. What is believe?
Oh, about the definition of words. I love what words bring to mind, because words were created, in response of something we wanted to document or archive. I don't know what the better word is. And, it's a combination word, and it is a great combination word. It starts out with be, which is your total essence in the now moment. And what's the other part of it?
Live.
Live, with being I in the center, and live is spelled the old English way, Lieve. We change spellings to make it convenient however we do it, but I like the way in the word believe you have that almighty I in the center.
Cool.
What do you believe? And that's what you bring into consciousness or awareness. And boy, Sandra and I have a lot in our awareness. We were talking about our cats. We were talking about the animals that we love. We were talking about all the changes in the world. Well, I'd like to believe that all change is for the better. But maybe that's because I grew up listening to musical soundtracks like The Wiz. If you believe within your heart, that no one can change the path in which you can go. That was one of those lines right out of The Wiz. Well, I was telling Sandra, I'm getting ready to go back to where I saw that musical, The Fabulous Fox, and we went live to Facebook. But live is about being in that moment. And the perfect word to be live is to believe. Believe you are here and now. And you are. You're with us today live on Facebook. So Sandra's going to let me read the daily word today because it has a lot of, it's my turn. She's going to let me. She goes, you know what? I'll do the meditation. I was like, rock on, because I think they put a lot of the words in here that I've always said about believing. And the affirmation is, I believe I can create the life of my dreams. But the big thing is you've got to dream first. Did you realize that? I believe, or I bring to life, the life of my dreams. And that takes a little bit of imagination. Doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
You want to try to imagine something greater or better. So I always say, as I was taught, this or something better. So it says, I believe I can create the life of my dreams. What I believe influences the way my life unfolds. While my beliefs cannot make something happen or keep it from happening, they do influence how I live, because that's in your constant awareness. I'm a spiritual being, an expression of God. I believe that within me is the fullness of my divine inheritance, all I could ever need to create my most fulfilling life. When my actions are at odds with my beliefs, I do not despair. Guided by spiritual wisdom and understanding, I transform any limiting beliefs by denying their power over me. I affirm the divine ideas of faith and strength. Two of our most I want to say influential of the 12 powers. They flourish in my consciousness and become the beliefs that reflect the truth of my being. And I like the fact that they use the word reflect.
Reflect.
Reflect the truth of my being, because, you know, the little t sometimes, or can be, is if you choose or live in that way to be the big T. It can be the truth as long as you stay in alignment. So it's all depends on what you believe is for, I want to say, a higher good for yourself and others, starting within.
Stop yelling at me.
It.
Do you hear background noise?
I do, but you know, every noise is for a reason.
Okay.
So at least we know that that's a reason that we know that your animals can talk to others.
Yes, in the other room.
Yeah, but you know, and we believe that they understand what we're saying, and it's true, they do, because
They
we
do.
believe.
Oh, they do. And
We,
the certain tone that you use.
that's right.
So did you read the scripture?
I did not, because Jesus said to him, if you are able, all things can be done for the one who believes. Immediately, the father of the child cried out, I believe, help my unbelief. And that's from Mark, and I'm going to say 9:23-24 is what it says here.
Okay.
I'm going to say that that's got to be the new revised standard version. That's not what I learned when I studied King James. But yeah, I think that's a newer translation of that. He said, if you are able, all things can be done for the one who believes. And I think if you look at that in that interpretation of, as I said to you earlier, of the one that brings to life, then you know that if you are the one that believes, that automatically helps that unbelief, because you're the one giving it power. That's just my thought.
Well, it's a good thought. So, and I like the word reflect in this, and then we'll take that, the word reflect, and also about unbelief, help me believe and help my unbelief, into the silence for a few minutes here into our meditation. And if everybody's comfortable or needs to take a couple of deep breaths and just relax the tension in your body, I'll just sit here for a minute while we take the word belief in, reflect on what that means for each of us, and even the thoughts of unbelief. How do we work through those? You know, sometimes when we go into the silence, like today, where we're sharing it with others, we need to stand together and be together in the silence and accompany each other in our life thoughts, ideas, beliefs, individuals, together in groups. In those moments when we meet in the depths of our being, we can see ourselves reflected in the hearts of another. The intimacy of silence reminds us that we're never truly alone. Sometimes we have dreams that we think about late at night when we go to sleep. We think about the dreams we want. We imagine them. We make a visionary, imaginary visions of what we want to see our lives become, or see what we need to do next, or what is not ours to do next. And we let go, knowing that we're not alone in this decision, that we have the presence of spirit, the presence of God, the presence of the divinity that's in each of us, to sit with that in our silence in this meditation and just reflect on some of our thoughts, hear some of our thoughts as we express them to ourselves. We get to be the observer of ourselves. We even get to hear our thoughts and watch and observe and reflect on those thoughts. Are we still believing the same things? Is there some beliefs we need to let go of? Is there some beliefs that we can build on because they're still good ideas? Affirming what is healthy and whole, letting go of what is no longer a belief that serves us. Time to let that go. Surrender it. Beliefs can be very powerful. Beliefs can be soothing. Beliefs can be mind rattling, soul, body, and spirit, depending on the culture we live in, the times, the worldviews. And sometimes we need to just do this. Take this time that we're doing now just to stop and sit with them, reflect on them, accept those that we still think work for us, let go of the things we know don't. Sometimes we just hang on to beliefs without even realizing that we're not there anymore. We've left it behind. We've grown, we've evolved, we've changed. And we're renewing ourselves all the time. Beliefs are strong, powerful concepts and ideas that we hang on to sometimes. And sometimes it's just time to let them go. Sometimes it asks us to question our assumptions about ourselves and the way we live. Beliefs sometimes become habit, and there's prejudice and complacency. So with a willingness to be fully present, such as we are right now in this moment, and at any time of the day we can do this to reflect on some of our thoughts and our beliefs, we can be alerted to the lessons that are given to us in this time, each moment. In this silence, in this meditation, we find peace and meaning that are present at the center of our lives, no matter how busy our schedules are, or how much changes are happening in our lives so rapidly that it's hard to blend in with all the changes. We can just assume a receptive attitude of acceptance or passiveness or submission or being lazy or being aware of our limitations and our unlimited possibilities. And then we set out on the path in this meditation to explore what we believe about beliefs, our beliefs and others. We open our hearts and our minds to the insights and the lessons that await us. And we're really thankful and grateful for this opportunity to be able to come together with individuals such as today and alone in our rooms or wherever we are, in our cars or at work, to just take a few moments to stop and reflect on what it is that we really truly believe and that we want to enhance and that which we want to let go of. With grace, love, and ease, and the presence of God in each of us and our higher power, we can draw on those things and that spirit. And we can do this with a spirit of gratitude and thankfulness. So it is. Amen. Wow, I didn't quite want to come out of that. I just wanted to stay in that reflecting room that I was in, seeing, feeling, and observing.
Yeah.
I
And
kind of
I
got
like the
caught up in
fact that
that.
that when you put all the mirrors around the box, all 6 sides, that it gets really quiet. And
Yes,
it really got quiet here
it
too.
did, didn't it?
I like that, because one of the things we're after when we meditate is peace.
Yes.
This is a perfect week. It's a week of peace. It's part of Advent.
It's actually the first time today I've stopped to stop the chatter in my head.
Yeah. Thanks for letting it go.
Yes, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Well, we want to wish you, of course, a wonderful Advent season. We've got lots coming up at Unity and the Olympics. We've got all sorts of things that are happening before the end of the year. And we've got, the week of love and the week of joy. And then it's going to be Christmas.
Yes, I know. It's just going by so fast this year.
Yeah.
Just like we are in space.
Yeah. So the best gift of all is take care of yourself. And whenever you need to stop, just stop and be just for a moment.
Stop, pause, and breathe.
And breathe. And just bless everything in the now moment. Because it's all alive and you bring it alive within you. All right.
I'm glad. Thank you for being the techie that you are.
Oh, you're welcome. I love
and all the other things.
I don't have a physical copy of the Advent readings, but there's quite a few readings in there that really have triggered me. One I think is coming up that's by Margot, a close friend of mine, but a lot of them were like Kurt Condra wrote one, and oh my gosh, Tracy and several of these wonderful people I've run into on my Unity path, and lots of them that I always wanted to. And
wow,
cool. I don't think I'll have the potential for all of them in there, but hopefully someday along the way.
Yes, yeah.
All right.
Gentlemen.
Well, this is Tim from wherever I am, and Sandra from
Port Angeles. Well, actually, I'm in Squim, but down the road from Unity and the
Olympics. Port Angeles, Washington. Yeah, that's where we are. All right. Hope to see you Sunday. Thanks for joining us now.
Bye.
See you soon. Bye for now.